morning students. In the previous lecture we are discussing with energy stored in capacitor. Okay. Now in this lecture we discuss with energy stored in capacitor in terms of electric field. After this we will solve some numerical problems of this chapter. Okay. So, for this, we know that U is equal to Q square upon 2C. Okay, since Q is equal to sigma A, as you know that, and C is equal to epsilon naught A upon D. By putting these values in this, we get U is equal to sigma A whole square into upon 2 into epsilon naught A upon D. Okay. Then U is equal to sigma square A square, and this D goes to numerator upon 2 epsilon naught A. Then U is equal to sigma square A D upon 2 epsilon naught. Now, by multiplying and dividing epsilon naught in this equation, we get U is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught sigma square upon epsilon naught square, because 2 epsilon naught are there and this epsilon naught comes first. So we get 1 upon 2 epsilon naught sigma square upon epsilon naught square into A D. Okay. Now U is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught, in the place of sigma square upon epsilon naught square is E square into A D. Okay, where E is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught is the value of electric field, as you know that. Okay, now the energy density. What is energy density? Energy density is energy stored per unit volume. Once again, energy density is defined as energy stored per unit volume is called energy density. Okay, then energy density is represented by small u, that is U is equal to capital U upon AD. AD is the volume, A area, and D is length. Okay, so AD is the volume. Okay, then put the value of U, we get U is equal to, small u is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E square into AD upon AD, because per unit volume. So in place of volume we put AD, then AD cancel out, we get small u means energy density is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E square. This is the required expression for energy density. Okay. Now we will solve some numerical problems of NCERT exercise. So question number 1 says that two charges, one is 5 into 10 to the power 8 coulomb and another is minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, is separated by a distance of 16 centimeter. This means 0.16 meter. Okay. Now question is asking that at what point the electric potential is 0. So suppose at point O electric potential is 0, then at O the magnitude of both the potential must be equal, because the charges are of opposite sign, one is positive, another is negative. So the potential is 0 at point O when the magnitudes are equal. Okay, then V1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R1. V2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R2. Okay, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught cancel out, then we get Q1 upon R1 is equal to Q2 upon R2. By putting the value, we get for R1 the distance is x, and for R2 the distance is 0.16 minus x. Okay, so 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 upon x is equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 8 upon 0.16 minus x. Okay, then 10 to the power minus 8 cancel out, we get 5, we give the cross multiplication, then we get 5 into 0.16 minus x is equal to 3x. In next step, 5 into 0.16 minus 5x is equal to 3x, then we get 0.8 is equal to this minus 5x goes to another side, then 3x plus 5x, then we get 0.8 is equal to 8x, or x is equal to 0.8 upon 8, and we get 0.1 meter, that is equal to 10 centimeter from point A. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, now in question number 2, the question says that there is a regular hexagon in which at each vertices the charge Q is placed. Now, as this is a regular hexagon, so all sides are equal. So we get the total potential is equal to 6 times of potential due to a charge Q, because Q is placed at 6 vertices. Okay, then we get 6 into 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. Okay, by putting the value, we get the answer 2.7 into 10 to the power 6 volt. Okay, once again here we calculate the potential due to 6 charges, but the charges are same, so the simple formula is 6 into 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. Okay, now the question number 3 says that two equal and opposite charges of one of 2 microcoulomb, another of minus 2 microcoulomb is placed at a distance. Then at what point the equipotential is 0? Okay, this is the equipotential surface is a plane perpendicular to the dipole axis. Perpendicular to the dipole axis, passes through the center of dipole. This is similar to first question, but the difference is there is equal and opposite charges. So the equipotential surface is perpendicular and passes through the center of dipole. This makes the dipole equal and opposite charge separated by a distance. So this is a dipole, and for every dipole equipotential surface is a perpendicular plane passes through the center. Okay. Now in the part B, question is asking about the direction of electric field. The direction of electric field is from positive to negative. As you know that here positive to negative means from A to B. So this is perpendicular to equipotential surface. This is equipotential surface and electric field is in this direction, that is perpendicular to equipotential surface. Okay. In question number 4, the question is asking about the electric field inside a conductor, just outside the conductor, and outside the conductor, and conductor is in the form of sphere. Okay. As you know that inside a conductor electric field is 0. Okay. For just outside means at surface of sphere, the formula is E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. R is the radius of sphere and this is given in question. So put the values 9 into 10 to the power 9. This is value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. The value of charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 7 and the radius of sphere is 12 centimeter, that is 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter whole square. By calculating you will get the answer. Now the calculation is here. Okay. For outside the sphere, the formula is E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. There is small r is the distance from the center of sphere, that is 18 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, and by calculating you will get the answer. Calculation is yours. In question number 5, question says that there is a capacitor of value 8 picofarad. Pico means 10 to the power minus 12 and the dielectric constant is 6. Okay. Now according to question, dielectric is placed between the plates of capacitor and the separation reduced by half. Then we get C is equal to K epsilon naught A upon D upon 2 and we get 2, this 2 goes to numerator, then we get 2K epsilon naught A upon D. Okay. Epsilon naught A upon D is C naught, so 2K C naught and the value of C naught is 8. So we get the answer 96 picofarad. Okay.